Now, I can't remember for sure which sound option worked the best, but hopefully this is it. It got changed somehow in the menu to wind. I think it's stereo that works the best. I still don't have enhanced audio set up yet. Somewhat was lost yesterday, as I was saying, that because of these mail order places, especially Amazon, stocking items at their warehouses versus having them at a Sears in your community, having them at a, I guess Home Depot has some stuff still, but they've minimized their stock also, and Lowe's and all those. So as these retail outlets disappear from communities, FEMA has to come up with a new calculation of what materials it's going to need to store for emergencies, the type of materials and the amount of materials, because it's no longer that you can run down to Sears in a crisis and start purchasing things from the Sears place. So when we have these catastrophic events, a place like Santa Fe may have money in it to purchase things, but can a delivery be made? And I'm sure they're seeing that, because you'll see on the UPS thing, your Amazon orders delayed because of bad weather or whatever it is, flooding and so. So these people are trying to maybe get supplies into their communities that they can't get in. So if it's a larger crisis than we've been experiencing, it would probably be that much more obvious, and it may be obvious to FEMA people that something's going on, and they may not realize that it's because people are now having to rely on FEMA supply more so now that Sears and other community stores are no longer there. So that would be a concern and need for analysis. And that's what I was speaking on, but a piece of that disappeared. So again, there's a lot of reasons to worry about Amazon's growth. It's very hard to get the right state of mind around it. He probably has entered into what we would call a dangerous marketing situation. Eventually, money is disappearing from what he could make, because it's destroying a lot of jobs. The jobs are centric to his warehouses. That in itself could be a dangerous move, could be a calculated move, maybe on his part or somebody else's part, maybe not, because he wants you to live somewhere, or he wants people to move to a certain community, maybe a Democrat community, then he can put a warehouse in a Democrat community. Not saying he's doing that. However, we have to realize that we no longer have the infrastructure of retail that we once had, and that is risky the same way not having the manufacturing sector is risky. That's how Stalin succeeded in World War II, if I'm not mistaken, was through his immense capability and the Russian capability to fire up that manufacturing sector into a war machine. So the survival aspect of the nation is decreasing by the nature of the loss of the brick and mortar store. 2 days may end up being a week or 2 months, and that's what I brought up with the transgender hormone issues. You know, if you can't go 6 months to 6 years without hormones, then you can't be in the military. That's just a fact of life, and that's very possible that that would happen. I've been there where they don't feed us, and it's just, you have to suck it up, because that's life in the military. They told me I'd be out for 2 hours. I hadn't eaten for over 24 hours, and they somebody's pulling in next to me. I guess they thought I was going to get out, and they lift me out there, and I hadn't eaten in you know, over 24 hours before it started, I think. And then let me move over, give her a bigger room. Oh, I guess she's pulling out. So, and then I was out there, and I had socks to change, but when it's Korea and it's sub-freezing and it's nighttime and you have to walk to stay warm, you need more socks. And so by the time I got relieved, it was catastrophe. And I think I related it that the Korean, the Katusa, sometime around dawn, I see him walking across my bridge. He's supposed to be on another bridge, and I see him walking across my bridge, and you know, he didn't speak any English, and I spoke very little Korean, but I had him kind of hang out with me, because I don't need him walking off. Actually, I think I did speak to him. We were communicating, and I was trying to get his food. That's what it was. We were going to try to find a Korean national, and we started asking Koreans for where to buy some food. We were going to get some ramen. So these things do happen in the military. These things can happen here. So we need to make sure that we have sufficient supplies for daily living, let be crisis, because some communities really are inconvenienced by this Amazon growth. I have no problems with somebody being wealthy, but you know, you have enough money now to really say, maybe we need to figure out how to fix the retail industry so communities have property value, have sustenance, and in times of crisis, we have a retail network that can provide for us as we purchase, not loot, or as the government purchases for us. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.